Hello, welcome to QuantumCamp self-paced courses. We are building out a wonderful K-12 science library and a wonderful K-12 math library of courses. And it all happens on the Canvas learning platform where students log in and proceed at their own pace. Having said that, it takes typically about 5 weeks for a student to proceed through the 5 chapters which constitute each unit, and therefore 6 units in series would make up a full academic year. And each lab begins with a compelling, captivating scientific challenge, which includes a mandate for what the student should be doing and provide clarity on what problem they're trying to solve. And we lay out the challenge and provide background information in every launch video. Here's an example of the first lab from our unit called Atoms Reacting. So welcome to this course called Atoms Reacting. I am Michael. I'm going to be your scientist, guiding and ushering you through a series of chemical reactions and explosions, and we might have to electrocute a few things, all with a quest to build out explanations for the cool, interesting, sometimes surprising phenomena that you will see, that you will do, and you will see yourself. And the challenges we bring to students are real challenges real scientists faced in history. The following example is a challenge that was mystifying scientists for the entire century of the 1700s. And so we begin. Let me take you back about 320 years to the early 1700s, almost before chemistry even existed. The one thought that came to mind by this scientist named Antoine Lavoisier was, let's measure the mass. And so what if you conduct a few reactions and you measure the mass before the reaction and measure the mass after the reaction? He didn't know what conclusions could be drawn, but he says, let's just do it. And so that's actually where we begin. We're going to conduct some pretty interesting chemical reactions with the goal of trying to see if we can measure the mass of all the chemicals that are taking place in the reaction before it starts and all the chemicals that are produced from the chemical reaction. So can we do that? And if we can, what can we say about that? And that's our goal. That's what we're going to start out with in this unit called Atoms Reacting. And from here, we provide procedures and a lab video to guide the students as they set up their own experiments. And we'll provide data tables when necessary, but sometimes we'll challenge the students to set up their own data table. Regardless, after the students conduct their lab, collect their data, make their observations, and come up with some conclusions, we will provide what's called a lab landing, and that's where we take the students in for a smooth landing and convey to them what the accepted science, the accepted truth is about the specific lab challenge. And of course, we'll show students how our experiments turned out. So I'm going to shake this in there, and bam, it's reacting, it's giving off gas. So I'm going to light my wood spoon on fire. I'm just going to stick this. Whoa! Bam! That is a solid positive test for hydrogen gas. And also in the landing write-up and video, we include all the key skills and concepts related to the lab, which is augmented with a curated list of readings and videos we provide for the students. And lastly, at the end of each chapter, we provide a problem set with a series of questions so that students can really get a good sense of whether they're grasping the big ideas and concepts or not. So I hope you enjoyed this summary. Please note this was an overview of the flow of one chapter, and that there are 5 of these interesting chapters throughout each unit. And again, there's actually 6 units that can span an academic year. Please reach out to QuantumCamp anytime with questions on QC self-paced.